Aegis protect me. Varatha. My aspect of Varatha grows in power. Live through me again. Good to go.
What have I wrought that such a witless, careless brat be my progeny?
Get out of my head.
There must be some unconquerable force or foe awaiting you just at the border of your realm and ours. We
My keepsake from Chaos will protect me.
This wise goddess Athena has imbued you with her charms, I see.
Hi there. Who else? Next up. What do we have here? My chaos being evolved into a
Oh, what is going on down there, dearest?
Can't do that. Mine now. Lucky find. Hey, lads.
Hey, that's the Eternal Spear Varrock.
Get your hands off my trophy. Damnable fools.
Not yet. Nice. Now to fix up this spear. Baratha grows stronger. Nice place. Oh, yes. Uh-oh.
If I could take a minute of your time.
Think you got me, do you? That's what you get.
No more of this buffoonery.
Let's pay Chaos a visit then. In the name of Hades.
You're pretty close with Thanatos. Anyway, here.
I bet Electo's next. Not quite.
That mirror's made you stronger, Zagreus. You're fortunate to have Nyx helping you.
No hard feelings. I think she feels partly responsible for all of this.
She shouldn't. The only one responsible for all of this is you. And I thought even you would have understood that by now. So, hold still.
Should I change things up? All set. That's enough Tartarus. Ah, this heat. More. Almost there. Out. Look what I found. Olympus. Juicy. Artemis, in the name of Hades. Whatever, let's try it.
Transgressions are not tolerated. Did not earn this, boy.
Mine now. Logan. Olympus, I accept this message. A welcome sight. Who doesn't love this stuff? Crisp.
Hey, you. What'd he say, hun? I mean, about the song. Bet he loved it, didn't he? But I don't know for sure, and I've been wondering. Kind of a lot, I guess.
No need to wonder any longer. He sings it beautifully around the house sometimes. It has a sadder sound to it than when you sing, but you've inspired him again. As you've done many times before, from what I know.
Huh, so it's a hit is what you're saying then. I had a feeling about that one. Sometimes you put some words together, and right then and there, you know you've got something special. Sure thing.
Really hit the spot. See you.
Take care.
Bone Hydra, if you understand me, menacingly hiss. Enough. Right. Onward. Let's fight. I see you. Good, come on in. That'll do it. My weapon's hidden talents. They'll fear me with this spear. Nearly made it. That one's regenerating. Feeling stronger. Shall we, sir?
I wonder something, Short One. You keep coming back. I don't know why. You're trying to get out of here, aren't you? But something's killing you up there.
You've deduced more or less correctly, Asterius. And yes, let's say there are some challenges remaining once I get out of Elysium. Though I'd best say no more of it than that.
That's fine. It's good to know you've fallen just as often as I have. I may not be the one to kill you, but I'll soften you up for whoever does.
See you soon.
Olympus, I accept this message. More.
That's good. Look at all that coin.
My good sister Demeter already tried to poison you against me as I am.
The might of the heavens.
More great shields.
Olympus, I accept this message. Please grant me strength. Got some zest.
He returns.
Let us destroy him quickly, King. Or perhaps slowly.
Now, Phil, are you prepared to be sent screaming back to the hellish darkness? Such a spectacle, is it not? Prepare! There is no greater pleasure than to send my spear straight into you and demon! You try evading this! Thank you, my fellow shades! Monster, your battle prowess leaves much to be desired. Have at you! Well, take this! By the power of Olympus!
Oh, gods. By my honor and the gods, you shall soon be destroyed! That'll teach him. Very nice.
So, thwarted the champion of Elysium.
We'll check. That's a bite. That is a scuffer. Sata tunnels. This one, I guess. You. Farewell. Can't quite get acclimated to this smell. It's quiet, finally. Let's go, team. Found it fast this time. In the name of Hades. Interesting. Phew. Hope this can get me out of here. Oh, Cerberus. I'll take this one. maybe this way. Nice. Just a bit longer. Should be able to get back through here. Something I need. This one. Hey, money. More crawlers. Right. Let's see what's in here. yours, mate. Good enough to eat.
The prince compels the multi-headed hound to let him pass.
Thanks, boy. Be right with you, father. Crisp, cold air.
Why? Why do you keep showing up? In spite of knowing that the outcome shall be just the same as how it always was.
Beats having to toil away under your overbearing supervision. And besides, as you may be aware, I've recently made up my mind to leave this place.
Yeah, utterly incorrigible. When next we meet here, then we'll keep it brief. I've grown weary of our aimless conversations. Now prepare. Darkness. You waste your strength. Darkness. Surely you could have avoided that.
I thought you planned to handle this yourself.
I see. Darkness. What? You are a fool. How dare you?
In the name of someone very sore right now. Baratha shuddered just now. The sun.
You're back.
I made it, Mother.
Of everything down in that gloomy house, I miss old Cerberus the most, I think. But I miss other things as well. The lack of light was gentler on my skin, not being as cold. And Nyx and her young sons. It was all very odd, but...
Mother, in Father's bedchambers. Mind you, there's almost nothing there, just neatly sorted rows of all his samey capes. But on his nightstand is a portrait of you, wearing a regal crown of red laurels. A queen. His queen.
I was fitted for those garments when I first arrived. They were not my customary style. So Hades has a portrait of me still. Why would he put it back on display now?
No, he's never let anybody in his bedchambers. I broke in, don't you see? He didn't put your portrait back on display. It's always been there, ever since you left. So, Mother, why do you suppose he would do that?
Because he loves me still. Is that what you want me to say?
Have you ever loved him yourself?
All I really wanted was to leave Olympus. I didn't exactly abscond. I doubt I had much of a choice, but I went willingly. Perhaps Zeus knew how I felt, and thought he was doing me a favor. As for Hades, I grew to love him, yes. He always gave me my space.
Won't you please talk to him? Or visit Cerberus again, or Nyx? As for Olympus, surely all of you can figure something out.
I just don't know, my son. Olympus is behind me. In the underworld. I cannot imagine I would be very welcome there after all this time.
But you are the queen. Yeah, you are the queen. Achilles, I meant to ask, did you know that Coronach the Heartseeker once belonged to the centaur Chiron? Because one of its aspects is his own. He didn't have it back when you trained with him, did he?
Master Chiron, truly? Ah, of course. He granted me a spear, I think you know. If he possessed one such weapon, why not more? I remember his bow shined like the sun. It was splendid and never missed its mark, though I attributed that to Chiron's extraordinary skill.
I'm sure his skill did most of the work. Hey, welcome. It's locked.
You know your father's rules.
You stay away from there.
The vicious, triple-headed Cerberus shows some restraint for now.
Father, have you ever considered that Orpheus might be much better as a court musician if you permitted him to see his muse again?
I have considered many possibilities, boy. And I trust Orpheus considered many possibilities before he signed away his rights to see his so-called muse when once he invaded my realm.
So you're forcing him to stay here for eternity just because he signed a contract with you?
Contracts with me are binding, until such time as they dig themselves out of the archives and tear themselves up. And I don't see that happening anytime soon.
Who knows? They might surprise you. Orpheus, you said that it was one of life's injustices that Eurydice doesn't get her fair share of the credit for the songs she wrote. Isn't there something we can do?
Why, I don't know, my friend. Once people set their minds to certain things, it can be difficult to show them other possibilities exist. What's to be done?
I don't know. Tell them they're wrong? Politely, perhaps not. Or tell them what's right. Get the word out about what's right? Can't we do that?
Get the word out. But I am court musician of this house. My songs no longer reach too many ears. Although, I do suppose all of these shades about, they are my audience as well. I shall make certain that they know whose songs I sing.
Then word will spread. I'm sure of it.
At last.
Father loved her, didn't he? Mother, I mean. Faith like that. He's just stubborn enough to hold on to the idea of her, isn't he? Though what she saw in him, I'm not sure.
Your father was different with Persephone, to some extent. He has always been as you know him, yet her lightness, it affected even him, I think. And he knows that he was better with her than without.
Sounds like a lot of pressure on Mother to fix all his failings. But it sounds as though she cared for him as well. And you and Cerberus. She said she misses you.
She did she?
Zagreus, I heard Lord Hades served you with a pact of punishment. You must be very proud.
What, you mean the gigantic infernal contract reserved only for extraordinary circumstances? Yeah, I suppose I'm pleased that Father's gone to all that trouble just for me.
Well, when you're finished being smug about it, know that all of us are bound by its terms. You can force a lot of things to change if you're not careful.
A lot of things such as how you refuse to reason with your positively charming sisters, Meg.
The extreme measures condition. You wouldn't dare. Do you have any idea what you're talking about?
Anything for you, Meg. Cooking's one way to pass the time. Freshly caught, just for you, Chef. Pleasure doing business. Do, sir, in my father's chambers, he has a bedside portrait of somebody. Is she someone with whom you were familiar?
Oh, Prince, I'm not permitted in your father's chambers. Are you kidding me? I'd ask you what it's like in there, but I don't think I'm supposed to know.
Don't worry, you're not missing much. What's on the old exchange? Give me the current special. Could maybe use some rest. no more darkness. All right.
The heavy sleeping underworld prince arises, with the feeling that the brief nap he intended as a respite from the rigors of the day or night apparently was none too brief at all.
I'm late for work. Father's going to kill me.
Responsibility-rejecting Zagreus strides down his father's hall, quite unconcerned about the urgency with which he is expected to behave under a set of circumstances such as this.
Going as fast as I can. You hurry up.
The door to the administrative chamber beckons just beyond the hall. The prince perchance believes that he may enter quietly, without drawing the notice of those laboring within.
You better not give me away, old man.
I suggest you hurry in there, lad. Talk later. Let's not keep your father waiting.
Sorry.
You're late, boy. Again.
The day or night's duties are sheer simplicity itself. At least at first, as when the prince simply signs in to signal the commencement of his shift.
Oh, gods.
Get on with your responsibilities. Well, what is the latest explanation for your tardiness? Lost track of time admiring the courtyard view? Perhaps you were recuperating from your martial training. Achilles is not prone to holding back.
I'm sorry, Father. I just overslept. I must have overslept. How am I even supposed to know exactly when to be here? I mean, every moment, every day and night here, it's all the same.
It's not at all the same. The hue of Ixion's green light takes on an obviously lighter hue when it is time. You're an embarrassment not just to me here, boy, but to this entire operation. Now get back to work.
Right.
The training lacking Prince's efforts to administer approvals to the judgment terms ultimately leave a lot to be desired.
That is not correct.
Supplies on all the desks in the administrative chamber must be carefully maintained and neatly placed in a specific way, which the forgetful prince has not yet memorized in full.
Ugh.
Incorrect.
A litany of complaints submitted by restless shades across the underworld must be evaluated, organized, and processed. But Prince Zagreus does not even know where to begin.
Can't understand any of this.
That's not correct.
Reviewing lists of claims from shades with grievances is a very important service of the house, or so Lord Hades once attempted to impress upon his willful son.
Can't understand any of this.
Wrong again.
Prince Zagreus must have some favored tasks in the administrative chamber of the house, but surely none of them include the tasks demanding his attention here.
Correct.
Do you not remember anything I taught?
Disorderly Prince Zagreus gazes upon the endless stacks of parchment paper, each containing work details to be registered and neatly organized, and starts to feel his optimism fade.
Oh, it's faded.
A steadily updated ledger of the house's income in the form of brilliant gemstones, diamonds, darkness, and the like is merely one among the prince's least liked aspects of his work.
I'll do it later.
Enough, boy. Wrap it up.
At last, the work-disliking prince records a summary of the results of his attempts to be of any use to the administrative needs of his grim father's house.
Okay, I'm done. So, Can I go yet, Father?
Not only were you late again, but then you also failed to perform even the simplest tasks that I had asked repeatedly that you complete. How many chances do you need at this? I am too lenient with you.
Too lenient? Instead of lambasting me non-stop, have you considered maybe training me some more to do this fascinating work to your satisfaction? You'll forgive me if I didn't memorize every laborious detail the last time you performed your monologue about how all this works.
Excuse me? If I'm not mistaken, you're deflecting your incompetence toward me? As though the Goddess of Wisdom herself has come to aid you in your time of need. I could replace you here and now with any number of simple shades hungry to work here.
Then why don't you? I don't want any of this. I'm not the one who drew the short lot with your brothers and got stuck here forever. Why am I having to do this senseless parchment pushing for you?
Why are you stuck? You're not. You're fired. I was wrong to think you were prepared to take on any responsibility at all. And don't you ever invoke your uncles here again, or I'll have you cast into the lowest pits of Tartarus. Now get out of my administration and my sight.
At least I can't be late for that job anymore. Not even tired, thanks.
Let us resume court. Who is next?
Far greater gods than I once wielded you.
What do you need there, pal?